AI detected on my final uni essay. I recently wrote an essay for my reassessment. I did use Grammarly and asked Quillbot to suggest synonyms to words, but ultimately the essay was written by me. I got quite worried because I heard Grammarly and Quillbot are getting flagged for AI and put my essays through a couple of eye detectors. It showed 30 of my essay as eye detected. I'm really worried as I used a note-taking app to write the essay and copy-pasted the final essay onto Word, so I don't have document history. I do have some handwritten notes, but I'm not sure if that will suffice. I work in this area and promise you they cannot detect it if you stick to your guns no matter what. They say, no matter what. The burden of proof is on the university. They would have to prove without reasonable doubt that you used AI. And there is a ton of research on how AI detection tools produce false positives. Don't stress too much. Just get your evidence of your process together and show them the false positives research. And you should be fine. Locate the lecturer's dissertation from their teaching degree and ask to have it checked for plagiarism and What note-taking app did you use? OneNote has page histories. The revisions and drafts would be there. Hopefully your note-taker also has revision history. Double-check your Notes app to see if it has it too. I'm so glad I graduated before this crap. There is no means of detecting AI on a paper with any amount of certainty. That's the entire controversy with this generation of AI software. List all the tools you did use and in what capacity. Tell them you will appeal until someone takes you seriously, and that you are within your rights to use the tools you have used. If they challenge you, go higher up the chain. Why can't a Google Doc revision history be used as evidence that this was written by you? Enter some double space and a couple of comma errors there and then. See if you can find a publication of one of the professor, or really any sample of their writing, and run OT through an AI detector and see what you get. I'd like to run some of my old essays circa mid-1990s through a detector to see what it says. I guarantee I wasn't using ChatGPT in 1994. FK it. Just handwrite it on paper with a pen. Hand it in old school style. Detect this mathafaka. That's interesting because I was under the impression that Quillbot was able to remove traces of AI in written content. AI that checks for AI is not infallible. Even OpenAI is unable to make a perfect AI that does this. Universities should take this into account before launching accusations left and right. I would stop checking for AI until a good enough tool for it is out there. Otherwise it would be extremely unfair for people who do not use it and are just good at writing and researching for better ways to do so. Honesty. I run whatever I write through a few detectors and alter it accordingly, aiming for 0. It is 100 physically impossible to prove, or even detect in the first place, that you used AI to write your paper. So, remind them of that while remaining honest about the fact that you didn't do it. None of those eye detectors are reliable. They say the U.S. Constitution and the UN Declaration of Human Rights is 100 written by AI. If anyone accuses you, call their bluff. Ask them what program they use to detect AI writing. Then use that same program to detect something written before AI was a thing. Bet you'll get a hit. Why? Because it's impossible. Not unless it outright says it's AI. I'm in college for my MBA and I use GPT to check my papers and edit them before I turn them in. Just deny, deny, deny. Double down and you didn't use it. Good luck. Use ChatGPT, then take it and run it through Quillbot. You'll be fine. Well, I should hope so. Why wouldn't you leverage one of the largest advances in modern technology to better inform your research and style? Seems silly to not do so. How are they gonna say good grammar? And using synonyms as a flag for AI? To me that doesn't make sense. Is the style similar to your other essays and in-class work? That's what will actually matter. Can you verbally defend your essay? This is both a question about your ability and if you're attending a university that allows that. Some online classes are so hands-off that defending your work is almost impossible. If you get flagged, schedule a meeting with whoever graded it and verbally go over it. And also note, unless this is a weed-out class, a university's goal is to give you every opportunity to pass. Getting you through school is the top priority. Those AI detectors aren't reliable at all. I've put an older fictional text of mine, 100 written by me, not even Grammarly used. Result probably AI. So, whatever. Why did you use 2 different websites to suggest synonyms? And why would you use a note-taking app to write the essay? Doesn't make any sense. Could be worth taking a short course in essay writing to raise your game a bit. As it's a reassessment, it does sound like maybe you're struggling, could use some extra help. That way you'll smash it next semester. Good luck. Is pretty easy to get marked as AI written. You can even tell ChatGPT to write things in a way that it won't get detected just as easily. Probably more easily. AI detectors are a joke. If you wrote your essay on a modern Windows computer and store your documents in the default OneDrive folders, then you can just right-click the file to access its version history. And can show changes to prove your work over time. I believe Google Docs has the same feature if that's what you've used. Don't copy-paste your essay. AI detection software is just straight up not real. I see a future where people learn to write from in-class practice assignments. And take-home assignments are a thing of the past even at the university level. You are in your 20s when AI is taking off and you're worried about an essay. You're not looking at the bigger picture. Uni is obsolete. Learn how to implement AI effectively in your life. It's more useful than writing an essay for a class that holds no barring to your future other than for you to jump through some BS hoop to get a degree that validates you for a job in which that essay will never have an impact on. Be smart about this. If I was 20, I'd quit uni and start working at an AI firm as an intern to same time and get job experience. I think it is an easy task to protect yourself from those assumptions about using applications. Mostly you have to paraphrase a few words in each sentence or add some punctuation symbols. And maybe a few grammar mistakes. Hope that will help you. So what's the deal with ChatGPT? I'm a creative writer and sometimes I'll copy-paste my material into ChatGPT just to get feedback. Is that a bad idea? I don't want to spend hours on something just for ChatGPT to take credit, lol. This could just mean that you yourself are actually AI generated. There are no serious ways to check for AI generated. There are scientific papers warning about such tools. If you want those papers, send me a PM and I will send them to you. MMOO no MKKKMYJ. Can we please ban these posts? Bro, just have ChatGPT do the essay and add a couple of typos. Let their detector figure out that shit. So you'll fail. Don't worry about it. Worse things happen at sea. Order some food. Chill, move on. There's no way to prove that it's written by AI, and an accurate detector for that sort of thing will never exist. I bet my life on it. No matter what teachers say, they cannot detect ChatGPT even if the whole thing was written by it. With exceptions. Take out any as an AI language model s. Offer to discuss your thought process behind your essay in detail. Show some notes, etc. And, like others have said, deny, deny, deny. You've done nothing wrong.